Welcome to Statesboro, Georgia, and what many refer to as the prettiest little stadium in America and home to the Georgia Southern Eagles. But trust me, it can get a little ugly if you come in here and you're not an Eagle. There's just something about the nightcap. After a day of wall-to-wall football, it just seems this is when chaos ensues. As we'll see a squad from the AAC, the Navy Midshipmen, taking on a team from the Sun Belt, the Georgia Southern Eagles. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, Georgia Southern will kick it off to get things started. From inside his own 15, looking for room. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Mids offense takes the field for the first time today. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy. And David, you know the defense, they're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Third down, and they'll need 2 on this initial drive of the game. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback on the keeper. He has the first and still on his feet. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and when I got a guy like that at QB, I'm going to give him the ball early and often. I'm going to let this dude do him because give him multiple options. He makes the right decisions, you could tell. But in the end, he's got speed, playmaker. I want to find ways to continue to get him the ball, let him make decisions, and make plays like this.
Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. They'll run the option. He'll pitch it. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run. Navy will have it with a first and goal. A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Navy! They're on the board first here in the season opener.
Well, the offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got it for the 2-point conversion, and they're up 8-zip. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Navy 8, Georgia Southern 0.
From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, that they'd get him on the ground at the 20. So the Georgia Southern Eagles offense will try to get something going with their first possession. This one has all the makings of an old-fashioned shootout, David, especially with a couple of signal callers who can play like this.
Well, and it's so great when you're a quarterback because you want to stack up against the best. And these guys going at it tick for tack, it will be really fun to see which one of these guys rises to the top.
And it's not great when you're a defense in this game. You've got to find a way to get pressure on these guys, maybe get a takeaway. You've got to break serve. It's like a tennis match.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. The Eagles get it past the sticks. It's 1st and 10 from the 31. Use the play fake, now to throw. Quarterback moving. He'll pull it down. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. And the pass falls harmlessly to the ground. We'll see if the laundry is as harmless. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. This offense has a second down play. Some misdirection with the counter. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. After the last run, would you just give it to him again on third down? They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Working that left side now. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. He's got his man. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Open.
Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. They're about to snap it for the 7th time on this drive. He's back to throw on second down. Snagged on the outside, it's Wade. And he tried to string out that run, but there was nowhere to turn it upfield, and he's forced out of bounds for a loss. On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And they finally haul him down, but not before the good catch and run. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Lost, the defense is wide open. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
And that's another first down.
They'll leave it with him. And they picked up 9 on first down. It'll bring up second and short. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The give to the tailback. That ought to be enough to move the chains and give Georgia Southern a first down. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He caught it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Georgia Southern. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skilled players made it happen with them.
And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. Barges ahead. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Big play for both of these teams early in this season opener. It's 3rd and goal. Pushes toward the goal line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And it's right down the boulevard. So after the made field goal, they'll kick it away and rely on their defense. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. From the gun, give on the inside. They stripped it out. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
As a defender, you dream about those big hits. You work hard on it in practice, closing space, getting close, and just sticking that guy and causing the fumble.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Gives it to the back on the draw. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Wade. Makes the catch and knocked down. They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force him into a field goal try. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. Inside the 15, first and 10 from the 14. He's looking to throw it. Snags it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Eagles. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point, they have a 2-point lead.
Guys, legendary programs, legendary rivalry. Michigan and Notre Dame are at it again. Here is the latest. Michigan found a way to pull out a victory. It wasn't vintage maize and blue football. Those folks in the big house won't remember this one forever, but they will remember it was a W. Always interesting to see top 5 teams collide, and today was no different. The agony and ecstasy of college football.
Hey, Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They come to the line facing third and long from the 25. They'll run play action. Got his man. And he couldn't quite get to the marker, and that's going to bring up a fourth down. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll be content with the field position, making the fair catch right around the 30-yard line. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. The give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Wade. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Got it set up on the outside. Defense was not fooled by that screen to the back, and they'll stop him short of the marker. It'll be fourth down. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. He'll pull it on the read. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. Got a little work done on first down. Now back to the line. Just going to keep it after the snap. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. Ball spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. Here comes the option. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll wave for the fair catch and haul it in at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The give to the back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he'll get it up to the 38. It'll be a first down. Offense working from the pistol.
And first down for the offense.
He'll keep it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. And now on 2nd down for this offense. They go to the ground. At the 45, on his way. And the defense finally makes the stop after the sweet run and good gain. And the Eagles are flying down the field. Off-play action on first down. And oh, what a grab on the layout on the right side. They're lining up on 1st and 10 from the 38. He's going to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Winston. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. Shoots it to the left. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
Well, the defense came into this one knowing they needed to create takeaways to try to gain as much momentum as they could. Really nice interception on that play. Great job with the eyes by the defender there picking that off.
And Navy will go back on the attack. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
On the option, the pitch. They'll finally make the tackle, but that option was executed to perfection. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gets it to the back. And the defense coming with bad intentions. They knock him down for a loss. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 2nd and long. Now they'll run it to the right here. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 30. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. There were serious revolutions on that 3rd down pass, but it's incomplete. Navy will have to punt it away. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Makes the grab over the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker. After the first down completion, it's 2nd and short. They'll go to the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Big 3rd down here. They need to get the ball to the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Quick completion on the out route. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. The Eagles come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He'll do it himself. Picks up the first down. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Red pass, it's complete. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They've gotten this thing up and running fast, back and forth. We're inside a minute to play in the first. Off the play fake. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide a little bit, getting a little bit of pressure, getting a sack.
Ball's at the 24, a lot of confidence in their kicker from here, but they'd love to take it off of his foot and convert the first down. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on 3rd down. And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Field goal is good. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll run it. Into a mass of giant bodies. We'll call it a 1-yard gain to the 24. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
That's a bad sign for the offense. You're trying to throw screen passes to try to negate the pass rush from the defense. That time, the pass rush even got home on a screen pass.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Oh, what a grab by the defense. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28. How about these two running games so far? It's dominance on the ground as we look at the first quarter stats. First down to start the drive after the break. Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man quickly. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. And here comes the Navy offense. Power football with the run. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The option look. He breaks a tackle. Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. Pulls it in. And the completion gives them a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Goes to the option. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43. On the option. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The defense trying to get a stop on 3rd down from the 44. The give to the fullback. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Navy will have to punt it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The quick out. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. 2nd and short now after that completion. The play action fake. Flushed out of the pocket. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Makes the grab on the left. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. They'll line up for a second down play. Motion from the offense. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. Wants to throw on third down. On target to the left. Hit the afterburners, kid. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
He'll try to tack on one more. And after the extra point, they're on top by 12. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Fellas, I think at least a portion of your audience will have an interest in the one that just finished up. North Texas looked like a serious force in what can only be described as a dominant win. This is a program that's won before, and they might just add some more hardware before the year is out. A lot to go through in the film session this week for both teams, but boy, it sure is going to be easier for the side that came away with the win.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th if they can't move the chains. The expressway is wide open, and they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They used a chunk play to cross midfield, and they've got it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Running back searching for a hole. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They'll go right back to him. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Coming after it. And the missed connection on third down. Navy will have to punt it away. They may have to pay him overtime. He's punting for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. Quarterback adapted. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that first down. Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. They'll try the run. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Second down coming up.
Quarterback on the keeper. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41. They've got it at the 41, 3rd and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Keeps it on the bootleg. Throws to the wideout. Wide open downfield. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the first half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in the first half.
Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. give to the running back. Tackle is made at the 30-yard line after he picked up 4. They've been very good at moving the chains on third down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. And Navy will go back on the attack. On the option. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 10. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now on the option. Pushes the pile for a couple of yards down at the 12. You've got a third and manageable back up in your own end, but convert here and you get some momentum. Off play action. Showing the arm strength to the left. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Navy will have to punt it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. A fair catch is called for and made just across the 50-yard line. First down for this offense. From the gun, running back gets to give. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
Brought down at the 43-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
He's looking to throw. Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Squeezes out a couple of yards down to the 32. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Going to the running game. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. They'll go to the air. Setting up the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense.
In the red zone.
Leaves it with the back. Knocked down after a pickup of 6, and they're trying to impose their will in the red zone. Ball's at the 13. He's got 50 yards rushing in this first half, and he is making quite the impression in the opener. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. Georgia Southern will have it now, 1st and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to power to the goal line. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. They've gotten pushed back, but it's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. They're trying to get to it. He's got it on the run. And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. From the right hash, and this distance makes that angle not quite so severe. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger.
Georgia Southern, 23.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. From inside the 10, here he comes. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. They'll run the option. Now the toss. There's a live football. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
I love those smashes where you can hear it up here, Reese. Goodness gracious, you can hear the contact. Such a big lick. The offensive guy doesn't hold on to the football. Huge momentum swing, big turnover forced by the defense.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Give to the back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 20, he's got space. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6.
Phenomenal play call by the offensive coordinator. You're calling screen passes to take advantage of a good pass rush, and that's exactly what happened. The offensive linemen, they just let those defensive ends run up the field. Quarterback did a perfect job holding on to the ball to the last possible second, getting it out to his running back, and man, that running back had a convoy out ahead of him.
The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. It's 3rd down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback now breaking the field. Touchdown, Eagles! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Defensive coordinator told us this week they had to keep this guy from scrambling. Knowing it, doing it, 2 vastly different things.
It looks a whole lot easier when you diagram it up on the board, doesn't it? So you finally go out and have to execute. You try blitzing this guy, you try playing zones, you rush 4, you rush 3. It doesn't matter. If he breaks contain, he's gone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. The kick is up and good and puts one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a quick update on a top 15 clash today. Clemson is down right now, but I'm not convinced this team doesn't have a C.J. Spiller-like big play in them. Any change in momentum, and this is a brand new game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Georgia. We've got our eye on things here and everything else going on right now, and any updates, you'll see them here, guys.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Safe completion on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass as it just never developed. Looking for that 1st down on 3rd and short from the 28. Wants to go up top. Quickly complete. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. They've got the screen set up. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the 1st down. He wants to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. Navy quick to the line. They'll throw it on 1st down. Finds his man. All the way down to the 25-yard line. They move the sticks. It's 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Comes out throwing on 1st down. The sweet feet keeping the play alive. They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a 1st down. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the red zone, looking for a receiver. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
Offense would love to have that one back. Down here in this area of the field, everything has to happen faster. Decisions need to be made quicker. The ball's got to be out quicker. Routes got to be snapped off faster. They were just way too late. And as a result, the defense gets the INT.
Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. They've got time, they've got the lead, and David, it's sort of like a doctor. First, do no harm.
Do no harm, but also momentum is hard to create and sometimes hard to stop. You have it, so Jesse, don't do anything stupid to create some momentum for the other side.
I think a lot of this comes down to your quarterback and whether or not he's making good decisions in this game. If yes, be aggressive. If not, let's just take the lead into halftime and get ready for the second half.
Quick strike complete. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. He finds his man. The offense burns his third and final timeout of the half.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great offenses.
Trying to find his man on first down. Fires deep toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Pocket starts to collapse. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
Loss of 3 yards on the play. Third down coming up.
One more snap coming before juice boxes and orange slices. On third and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Quickly complete. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Gentlemen, you've had yourselves a superb broadcast so far today in Statesboro. And you know, in a day where the spread option and air raid are the offenses of choice, how nice is it to see the 3 yards and a cloud of dust approach? Although we've also seen some runs go for a lot longer. Physical offensive lines coupled with great backs is like a throwback to the olden days, and that's refreshing. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the prettiest little stadium in America.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Movement here from the tight end. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Complete in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Here's the handoff. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4. They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll give it to the back. And the defense snows him under after a very short gain. 3rd and short now. They snap it from their own 46. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quickly to the tight end. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the first down. Georgia Southern really efficient on offense. Firing to the right, complete. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. After trying the running game on first down, they come to the line on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. He's got it. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Eagles will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Trying play action. Can't find a man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but man, oh man, they had their ears pinned back.
A 3rd and long coming up here. He wants to throw it. Makes the grab. It's Winston. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And the ball hits at the 3 and gets into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. And here comes the Navy offense. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
Yeah, and you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board, but you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Good, solid tackle. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. He'll pull it on the read. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Navy will have to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes a move. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Here comes the offense on first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand separates from the ball, I'm breaking on it, and you could tell they had a beat on it. Nice cut, nice instincts. Give me that INT.
Hard running there. And he delivers the angry stiff arm, but is greeted by an angrier defense. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Now the toss. Open space at the 25. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll leave it with him. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, midshipman. Well, the offense shows some life here and cuts into the lead with that score.
And, man, they needed it. They had to have something to go right. Listen, still down, but this is a great start to getting back in this ballgame.
How about this? A 2-point conversion coming. Trying to pound it in. He's back in the end zone for the 2-point conversion. It followed the touchdown as he single-handedly is trying to keep them in it. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Pressure coming. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He's going to pass.
QB now has over 400 yards passing, guys, and you got to give everybody else in his supporting cast a ton of credit. Receivers, great job running routes, catching the football, and this offensive line has been outstanding, giving him time to throw.
When you're a defense, it is stop the run first. That is your first responsibility. It makes the whole game easy. And right now, they got it going on the ground. The defense is going to have to change something up. These little tiny dink and dunk, dink and dunk. You keep doing this, they'll go all the way down the field on you, so you might want to get a little bit more aggressive.
The Eagles are on the move. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Just a solid stop by this sophomore. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on third down from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. And he made the grab. And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. This time he's got it.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Georgia Southern about to snap it on another 1st and 10. Handoff from the gun. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Quick handoff. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land. In the gun and looking to throw on 3rd down. He gets it oh so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. So here comes the lined up for, it's a fake. The kicker wants to throw it. And they thought they could pull off the surprise. Well, the surprise was on them. A stop. You want to be bold and daring, but sometimes you got to know when to just take the 3. He's got a little room. He'll pick up 6 out to the 13. 6-yard pickup on 1st down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. They're working that left side. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the 1st down. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Typically, at this spot on the field, you make a fair catch. I'd call that risk aversive, but it is good field position. The give to the tailback. And the defense stops him just short of the 1st down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Finds his man down the middle. And good blocking in space out there to give him enough room to pick up the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Got his man on the right. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. Georgia Southern will snap it in the red zone. They'll put the tight end in motion. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Not much running room. He's got 1 down to the 12. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Oh, how did you make that move? He now has 85 yards rushing down here in week 1. A solid start to this new campaign. With the run on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. 3rd and goal for the offense. From the gun, wants to pass. And they fail to hook up on 3rd down. His field goal unit getting some serious run. They've already been out there 3 times. The kicker will try it again. Absolutely perfect. And now the lead is extended a little further. They're really starting to extend that lead as they get ready to kick it away again. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Navy will go back on the attack. They'll run the option. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this one.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they won't be able to connect downfield, looking for a big-time play. Navy will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. Guys, this offense coming back out onto the field. Out of the gun, the inside give. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. It's complete to the left. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback extends the play. And he can't find a receiver, and down he goes.
What if I had told you this quarterback would be sacked at least 5 times in this game and yet still somehow would be winning? That's not normally how it works. You got to give the offense credit because even though they've suffered some serious negative plays, they've still been able to make some good things happen.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. And the midshipman offense making its way back onto the field. The give. Knocked down after getting 6 all the way out to the 34-yard line. Got 6 on 1st down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Might as well stick with him. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll take a shot. And this one's going to be incomplete. He was trying to make the connection in the back corner of the end zone. Clock winds inside a minute to play here in the 3rd. The give to the back. That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to make magic on the scramble.
It's nice for this D coordinator when he puts his nickel package out in the field because that nickel player he's got who subs in is good in coverage. He's also aggressive. He does a nice job blitzing, and he can play the run. They can spy the quarterback. There's a lot of different tools this guy's got to defend against a mobile quarterback, and I think you saw a little bit right there in that nickel package now setting up 4th and long.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. It's a draw. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. He looks that one in nicely. And he's got enough for a first down. Now to see if they have enough time to snap it again here in the third. And the Eagles come to the line with a new set of downs. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down, now back to the line. Looking for a crease, it's Wade. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. And they get the sack just like that.
Now, if your job is to irritate, to confuse, to hit, to make quarterbacks feel very uncomfortable, this defense is definitely doing their job. 6 sacks, that's the way to make the quarterback feel like he's having a hard day. He's had no response. This offensive line has no response, just a sack party.
Georgia Southern brings on the punt team. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. And here comes the Navy offense. He'll start this drive firing. Gets it out fast. And he's brought down after a nice gain. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion? And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the hit. A nifty pickup there. Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Wood. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. Here comes the option. They'll make the stop, but he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. On the option. Powers forward, but stopped after a pickup of 2 to the 24. Here comes 3rd and short from the 24, and this offense does not want to send out the field goal unit. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the first down. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
How about this? These guys are going for 2. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Steps away. Into the end zone for the 2-point conversion, and they've got it down to single digits, a 9-point game. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. They're going to throw it to start the drive. He'll take a deep shot here. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. Open runway ahead. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, I think this home environment was just too much for their opponents to handle. There's been unbelievable noise and energy. The crowd showed up today, but how about the playmaking on the field? These guys have got dudes all over the field, and this kind of win week 1 sends a statement and reverberates all across college football.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the two-point try. They want to throw it. And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The option look. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The back goes in motion. Now the play fake. Now adjusting. He's going to run it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. So they're facing 3rd and short from the 25. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They'll run the screen. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. Sweet cut there. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Brings up 2nd down.
They go to the ground. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. He's now up to 104 yards on the ground, and that will put him over 100, and what a way to start the season. He was running through tackles and picked up the first down and finally got knocked down. Here comes Navy back to the line after picking up the first down. Goes to the option. Pulled down after a pickup of 5, but they knocked that defense back, and they've got it down to the 34. He's looking for a man on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll put it in play from the 27, first down. On the option, he'll keep it himself. Navy lifts anchor in the red zone.
Brings up 2nd down.
On the option, they bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Long drive continues as the offense keeps working the ball down the field. Now on the option. They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down. The offense threatening, close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll run the option. Not much room. He gets one down to the 7. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. Just causing wreckage in the secondary. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down. The give to the big fullback. Touchdown, midshipman! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Yeah, and you failed on 1st and 2nd, but on 3rd down, you give it to the big fullback, and he does the rest. Lower the shoulder, lower the pads, run physical, and get in that end zone.
And with the lead sitting at 9, they'll try to make it a one-possession game. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup today, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Houston is currently working from behind. But how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happening? This time of year, you just never know. It's a close one right now. They're trailing by 1 to Boise State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Using the quick game. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2. Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Pulls it and fires to the left. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. They'll go to the ground. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Working the middle. It's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They've got the ball at midfield, but they're facing a 3rd and long. From the gun. Wants to pass. Bought a little time. Lets it go. Complete. Out of the backfield. Looking for the sticks. Georgia Southern brings on the punt team.
In punt formation to kick it away.
You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. Not much there. Picks up a couple to the 22. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Good, solid, determined run there. They'll mark him down at the 27. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 27. What a good run there. He has enough for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. To the air on first down. He's got his man. Hits him with a stiff arm. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Navy is clicking on all cylinders right now. He'll do it himself. Oh, gave the defender the business. And he runs through 1 tackle and picks up a few. Now on 2nd down. He'll ride his man on the option. Now the pitch. And they'll ride him down, but not before he picks up the first down. And how about the timing on that pitch? 6th play of the drive coming up. They're going to ride this running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Hit a little speed bump on this drive. It's 2nd and 12. They'll run the option. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball is at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. Runs through a tackle. He gets it oh so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. Here comes the option. They make the stop, but not before he picks up a first down for Navy. Defense has to be frustrated. The offense keeps matriculating and matriculating and matriculating the ball down the field. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. And this is a significant moment for this offense. Down 8, 1st and goal, needing a touchdown. Touchdown, Navy! And they take it in for 6 more points.
Man, I tell you what, great job by this offense, great execution. You drive down the field, you get the score. Now what's your 2-point play? You practiced it all week. What's your go-to in this moment late in the 4th quarter when you need the 2-point conversion?
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie. Looking to throw. Using his legs to buy some time. He barges his way into the end zone for the 2, and we are locked up here in the 4th. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the 4th quarter. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Zings it complete to the right. Good job running that route to get past the 6 because he got nothing after the catch. Off the bootleg, looking to fire. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle as he gets him down at the 37.
And what a huge play for the offense. Hitting that throw not only is big for their confidence, but it also flips the field.
Looking to go up top on first down. Using his feet to buy time. He'll try to do it himself. On the run, and he'll slide to avoid the big hit. Offense gets set for second down. Leaves it with the running back. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. It's third down now, and they ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ballgame. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Eagles will have it 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Power football with the run. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior. Play number 7 on this drive, and it'll be 3rd and 2. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Eagles! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
On to attempt the try.
Kicker on for the extra point.
The extra point is good, and now in the 4th, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. The kickoff team out there and ready to go.
46, 39.
From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And Navy will go back on the attack. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position, too, Reese.
Slips a tackle, and he's got room. And he wisely gets out of bounds. The clock can be the enemy right now, and this offense needs to get some points. Precision execution there to work the sidelines, pick up the first down, and stop the clock.
Yeah, great job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
He's looking for an open man on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. He'll set up to throw. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They play that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch past the sticks. Tremendous awareness to get what he could and get out of bounds. And now the offense trying to score one late. Wants to throw on first down. And it's picked off again. His night vision hasn't been on par. And the senior just took that one out of the air and sends it the other way.
We've seen this defense make plays time and time again in this game. They may have just sealed it with that takeaway.
Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe. In the run game, or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
Timeout called by the defense, 29 seconds to go. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Keeps the legs moving. On the move at the 30. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one. Defense will use a timeout. 22 seconds remaining in the game. The quarterback takes a knee. As disappointing as this is, everything's still in front of this team. I mean, think back to 1983 Miami. Got blown out in the opener but won the national championship.
You're absolutely right, Reese. Lots to play for here. And there's no doubt when you watch this team, they've got the talent to get it done. They got to execute better. They got to iron out some of these mistakes we saw here on the field today. But I think if this is a team, if they stay healthy throughout the course of the year, David, they've got a lot to play for this season.
Goodness gracious, I guess I'm the only one that caught the 1983 reference. I know you two guys were alive. I wasn't even alive yet. Good Lord, you guys are old. Like, this is a long time ago. Can you use a little better reference there, Reese Davis?
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.